Assalamu alaikum. My name is Mosam Ali, 194659 Section B, Morning, Semester 3rd. Today my presentation topic is presentation on food technology subject. The second topic is food security issues in Africa. The fourth part, solutions and measures of food security problems in Africa. The first one is the human resources and food security in Africa. Development experiences of the last decades have made it clear that human resources are ultimately a key factor behind any progress that has been made. One of the worst bottlenecks on the development in Africa has been the shortage of trained personnel. The development of resources is essential for food security in Africa. The educated and informed people has fundamental to any topic, any policies and strategies to reduce poverty, excessive population growth, environmental degradation, and other factors that are most often the direct causes of hunger. This is especially due to the low income and food security deficient countries of Africa, where there is an urgent need for human capacity development and increased knowledge and information about the food production. The information education and the training allows the farmers to make us new farming knowledge and technologies. Research shows that how both farmer education and normal farming training have a substantial effect on agricultural productivity. A study in Nigeria in 1992 found that an increase in the average education for farmers by 1 year increased the value added agricultural productions by 24%. In Burkina Faso, a 1993 study found that crop yields were 25 to 30% higher for farmers who participated in the training programs than those who did not participate in the training. The next one is the World Food Summit Plan of Action. A recurring theme in the World Food Summit explain action of in human resources development for achieving good food security, support and investment in human resources development such as health, education, literacy and other skills training such which are essential to sustainable development including agriculture, fisheries, forestry and rural development human skills and capacities through basic education and pre and on the job training for provide nutrition, sanitation and health education for the public, it promote technologies and training programs on nutrition, home economics, environmental protection, food supplies and health. Give priority to people interested in investment, education, health and nutrition, and the other to promote those economic growth and sustainable food security. Unfortunately, farmers in SSA often lack the basic skills like, for example, literacy and numeracy needed to learn about the apply improvement agriculture practices. According to the 1995 UNESCO education report, 33% of the men and the 53% of women in sub-Saharan Africa are illiterate. Not surprisingly, school enrollment levels are low. In 1992, only 26% of males and 20% of females were enrolled in secondary schools, and only 5% of males and 2% of females went to study at the tertiary levels. A cost-benefit analysis carried out by the World Bank indicates that investment in education of females has the highest rate of return in any possible investment in development. However, at present in sub-Saharan Africa, less than 10 of the 6 to 11 years of the age is estimated to be in schools, which means that more than half of the women in the region will never receive any formal education. This is a tremendous loss of the human resources, especially for good security, since it is estimated that women produce 60 to 80% of the basic foodstuff in the regions. As farming becomes more and more complex and the greater crop yields are required to feed more people, farmers' knowledge and information need to constantly upgraded. It is especially critical that farmers know about environmentally sound farming practices so that the natural resources has base is maintained for food production for future generations. The staffs of the organization that supports farmers such as government extension agencies, non-governmental organizations and agri-businesses also need up-to-date knowledge and information about the improved farming. The essential ingredients that farmers the need and people who supported them for the sustainable food security in Africa. Agriculture's knowledge about the for information and can be based by provided by the effective use of communication technology. The next one, the role of communication technology in food security in Africa. A decisive role can be played in the communication technologies in promoting human capacity development and for food security in Africa. Experiences demonstrate that sustainable agriculture development is based less on material inputs, for example, seeds and fertilizer, that than on the people involved in their uses. The investment of scientific and in material inputs agriculture production bear little fruit without parallel investment in people. To end this, communication technologies are powerful tools for informing people and providing them with the knowledge and skills they need to put agriculture, science, and production inputs to best use. The planned use for communication technology can be also help people exchange experiences, find common ground for the decisions, and actively participate in the guide development activities, and it is now in conventional wisdom that we live in the informal age in a communication era characterized by a global expansion in the research of mass media by electronic information superhighways that span the whole world, the globe. At the same time, there is a concern that there is a gap between the information rich and the information poor is getting wider. Remote rural communities are still difficult to reach. They lack communication infrastructure such as newspaper, telephones, televisions, and radios. In rural areas of Africa, the challenge is not only to increase the quantity and accessibility of communication technologies, but also to improve the relevance of information to local development. The communication technologies and now how is it to challenges is to use them effectively for sustainable agriculture and rural development, and especially for improved for security. Radio provides a good example of the technology's advances in communication field. The advance of the cheap transistor radios has brought to remove the corners even poorest countries. Video is another good example. Little more than a decade ago, videos was a bulky and expensive medium. The basic equipment for shooting in black and white included a camera and a recorder, weighing about 30 kilogram and costing almost 1,000 US dollars. Now video can be filmed in waved color using a semi-professional camera recorder that weighs less than 3 kg and costs less than only 3,000 3,000 dollars. Content the preparation of the printed materials are also with desktop publishing. One person using personal computers and software packages can lay out text and graphics on pages, which can help them print on a laser printer and camera ready for production. Desktop publishing is not only greatly reduces cost and production time, it also provides a much greater access and versatility to the publication process. Much more is now about the personal interpretation and communication skills. Field workers need in the order to function effectively as agent of the change with rural public. In some settings, interpersonal communication based on traditional social groupings may be the best way to demonstrate and exchange information. Farmers are considered to receive information from the farmers and their membership. In particular, social groups may facilitate the introduction of new agriculture technologies, traditional and popular media such as folk theatre, puppets, storytellers, and songs and traditional and art and other can be highly effective channels for farmers to farmers communication and simultaneous communications to development and action. Africa's main engagement is ending food security in nutrition and deficiencies. Africa's responses to food security challenges can be less summarized, effective, and sufficient thus far to stay still. However, since the evident of the new millennium of the food crisis in 2007-2008, there has been a somewhat sincere and renewed and contaminated by the African leaders, by African Union, regional economic communities, the national government, and civil society, private sectors, and all the stakeholders in Africa in support of food security. This is newfound engagement in the food security challenge is aimed at supporting agricultural productions, replacing the works of the undernourishment and eradicating hunger, achieving food security and meeting nutrition and targets. This has been shown since the 2008 force food prices hike, the subsequent social unrest and disturbance that took place the several African capitals and shook the steering government at the time. As a result of those private development, national security application of the food and nutrition and security were plan in view for all those to see. In addition to increase the awareness of the climate change, the rising awareness of the unforeseeable consequence of the rapid population growth of the food production systems and the stability of the state made African leaders take note and tell them to initiate various national policies to support and nutrition security. Soon, therefore, as a result of this political events, several respective African governments decide revise new policy strategies in the line their national economic policies in support of food production, transformation, and security. For example, countries like Ghana, Nigeria, and Kenya partner more now in the private sectors and civil security and administrating and managing their food systems. They basically have shifted their schemes towards private public partnership and involved wider private sectors in the food production and transformation policies. In contrast, countries like Ethiopia, South Africa, and Angola and Mali have integrated more than of their food policies programs in recent years for as well. That is why they have aligned them with their national economic strategies to support their food productions, combat for their food shortage, and replace their prevent malnutrition. Nevertheless, with what remains to be accomplished to date, the transformation of the sad ruined political communities into complete policies such as the first one is a visible and sustainable high level leadership was effective program. Second one is the increase in the public-private partnership, PPs, and shared co-leadership in fighting against the hunger and food security. Third is one supportive and enabling environment by the setting environment and their decision makers. And the last one is a comprehensive and clear policy approaches will all stakeholders involved in support of the last and the furthermore at the continental and regional levels, it is worth highlights also that the leading voice in formulating policies to combat food security, curb the nutrition challenges in recent decades have been there in African Union Commission, AUC, and NEPAD. The regional economic communities are ICs and such as ECOWAS and West Africa as is in the Central Africas. That's all.